welcome everybody to Kerbal Space Program. We're doing more stuff in space once again this evening. We have many active missions that are all on very distant trajectories that it's going to take a while for them to get to their next maneuver node. So we're just going to basically keep doing stuff, and eventually our alarm clock will go off and tell us, okay, we've got to go do this now, etc, etc, etc. We're currently launching quite a small rocket, to be honest. It's carrying a bunch of deep space relays. Is that supposed to be there? Because I don't think it is. Maybe it is, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just chuck that in there. We should probably start tipping over, to be honest. I wasn't paying enough attention. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying the Christmas holidays. I imagine most people have started by now. Oh, they got caught on us there for a second, but it's fine. Oh, I forgot. I was going to do it for this launch, but I have the HOTAS set up and plugged in. And it works with Kerbal Space Program. I was going to give it a try. I've gone way too far there. Let's bring that down a smidge. And up a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. Let's tip us over. We've got lots of reaction wheels. You're almost there. That's good. You haven't started your holidays yet? That is unfortunate. I hope you all manage to make it to your holidays soon enough. You know what? I'm going to chuck that in there, and I'm going to deploy that now, because we're basically out in the atmosphere. There you go. It's a bunch of small satellites that we will deploy one by one, so that we have lots of, you know, connections to deeper space. Don't you worry, Zav. Don't you worry. I know how much you love RimWorld, so you go and enjoy that stream, okay? And don't feel bad about it. We're about to start our burn to get into orbit. We all know the drill by now. 2, 1. Here we go. Very loud, yes, I know. I forgot to auto-strut these. Let's... Bam. 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 I already have one of these deep space relay missions already going on its way to Duna. And I set it off ages ago. It's just, you know, the sense of time scale in this game is immense. So already sending up another one with much better satellites. These we just unlocked. They've got a rating of 15G, which is, our previous best was 2G. It was amazing. Oh no! Oh, bloody Nora. Sav, thank you very much for the gifted membership which has been given to Oak Tree Red. Yeah, that person, whoever they are. Thank you very much. It's very appreciated. Thank you for the happy tobies in chat, of course. It's very appreciated. As usual. Jesus Christ, okay. Right. I'm staying in control. There you go. And that's an orbit. It's not the best orbit, but it's an orbit. I want to see. I'm using the HOTAS here. Okay, so that's roll. That's going to be pitch up and then pitch down. But I was accidentally rolling there. So then I presume this will be side to side. That's going to go that way. That's going to go that way. Okay, it's interesting. I never used to be any good at it, but, you know, you just keep playing and eventually you get decent. Inside this section here, we have a atomic rocket motor. Just very, very, very slow, but very, very efficient. You can see we've got almost 5,000 meters per second delta V in just that tiny little section there. It's very helpful. So the sun is over here. We are orbiting in this direction. We zoom out. Here we go. Yeah. So I have already sent off, as you can see, deep space relay, deep space relay, deep space relay. They have been sent that way, you know, out of Kerbin. We are going to be sending this one to the inside towards Eve and Moho. We also have our big Oh, I suppose we're only seeing these because we've got connections to them. Yeah, that's our network, because it's all connected and such. We also have another mission on its way to Duna, which is a big rover, which I don't know, is somewhere. We get an alarm clock for it at some point in 2 years and 78 days. Jesus Christ, that's further than I thought. Whereas the change of course for the relay is only 400 days. But we are... Well, actually, why is the camera over there? That's caps lock, not shift. Oh, that's shift. I didn't want that. Right, no, we want to zoom back in. Keep going. Keep it going. Keep it going. There you go. We want to launch off kinda this way. Which is going to take us only 2 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. So we are going to point towards prograde. We're going to then warp to the maneuver node. And we're going to fire off in that direction. It's still going to be going this way around the sun to the right of the screen. But we're going to be slowing down by firing this way. Well, I hope you enjoy the room, old Zav. Hope you have a lovely time. Right, we can also... I'm going to wait until I'm doing something less important to use the joystick. Out of the HOTAS, if you didn't know, it's a joystick and throttle combo. But I've started playing Elite Dangerous. It's dangerous because I'm getting very addicted to it. It's a very excellent game, especially in VR. So we'll see what I'm doing. Right, and burn. And then we need to... This is about to run out of fuel, so we need to stage it to get rid of it. And here is our little atomic rocket, which, as you can see, accelerates ever so slowly. We very well may have to do this in 2 passes. I don't know why the camera is centered around over here. Can I... That's battery pack. Aim camera. There we go. Is that the 3D one that bounced around the web? 3D printed what? Do you mean what I was talking about, the joystick, the HOTAS? If that's the case, no, it's just a generic Logitech one. I think HOTAS is just the generic name for throttle and joystick combo, I believe. I mean, I'm no expert, I very much could be wrong, but, you know. Craft gets a little wider here because we couldn't use this size of, you know, shield fairing, that's the one. So we had to make it a bit bigger so the fairing would fit around these. And then as soon as it's on an escape trajectory, we are going to release one of them, which requires turning around. And then we'll get it on its way, we'll set up a maneuver node for it, and that'll be in, like, you know, 300 days. We'll go back to the space station. And I think we're going to take a flight with our, well, my space plane to put another satellite in polar orbit around Kerbin. Honestly, I might give Flight Simulation 2020, I can't remember when it came out. I might give it another go now that I've actually got this. I do enjoy aircraft related games. I do not have a 3D printer. That's something I would like, but I don't really have much use for it, I'm afraid. How's our electric charge? Oh, nice. We're producing electric charge from here. Doesn't say that's an alternator. Oh, no, alternator. Yeah, there you go. So just by burning fuel, we are gaining electricity. So there you go. Honestly, that will do. So let's get rid of that. We now want to point retrograde. And in theory, we can now extend this solar panel And yes, press space, or as I have it on the what do you call it? The joystick on the main trigger. So I'm firing it away. And now that's just going to float helplessly through space, giving us transmitting data towards things far away. Oh, I knew you meant streams, Geeky, don't you worry. Basically, Darren. Yeah, basically. Right, so that one's going to slowly drift away. We are then going to probably have a maneuver at... Well, actually... No. Let's fire prograde. Do we have any RCS on this? No. We have monopropellant, but I don't think I actually included any thrusters. Yeah, each of these satellites has a bit of monopropellant, and I didn't put any thrusters on them. But it's fine. Let's just fire to get away from that, friend. And then I want to bring... Let's go down. Sure, let's bring it in line with Eve. That can't possibly go wrong for a satellite. Just outside Eve would be good. That's inside Eve. And we're going to fire off the next one. I fired that the wrong way, but that's not a problem. Because we are going to now make a maneuver node over here to bring this in all the way inside Eve. Just like that. And then we're going to make an alarm for it. Create alarm. Okay, it's always in the way. We want it to be for the maneuver. Relay slow 2. I want to pause the game, send me a message, and add an alarm. There we go. So, can you close that? Thank you very much. We're going to head back to the Space Center. Those are on their way. The game will tell us when it's ready for the next section. Just give it time to catch up. There we go. So now we want to grab a space plane. I have one, but it's a bit out of date in terms of the technology we have now, because we so continue to gain science between streams. Let's see. Space plane the third, I believe we had. Space plane the third. Here we go. Oh yes, it was quite a small one, but it was quite efficient. I seem to remember it being. One thing that I needed to do that I had forgotten about was more intake for higher altitude flight. I think that's size 1.25? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's just go by most expensive and then find the first. Oh, what am I using here? I'm using rapiers here. But I have access to scimitars. Those rapiers, they produce between 162 and 180 kilometers of thrust. These produce a lot more thrust. What's that ISP? Specifically, when using oxidizer. Oh, this should be in a vacuum, so that's 310. Okay, they're better. They're just better. We've also got these here. But we want more intakes. That's an engine. Right, that's a ram air intake. It can intake air at a rate of, I guess it just means 2. Let's see if we can get anything that does better. That's a liquid fuel engine. You also do it at 2. But you look a bit neater. Can I change the colour of you? No. You are also 2. But I think you look even better. I think they're all going to be 2 at this point. So there you go. We'll have that there like that. We now need to reset up our action groups. Which will be switch mode to closed cycle, uses the oxidizer we're carrying instead of the air it breathes in. And I guess you also need to toggle engine and toggle gimbal. And that does the solar panels, that does the cargo bay. Right, whilst we're here, because I noticed we don't have any astronauts left. Let's go purchase an astronaut. I've just noticed that these went on. And they're very far behind. Are they gonna catch up? There we go. Oh no, not quite caught up yet. Sometimes I forget these things. Astronaut complex. We need a pilot, and we only have one. So it's time to employ Disky Kerman. Leave. We might as well check mission control. We're gonna do this, so we may as well grab that. Gather surface mode. Yeah, we're about to do that. Dock 2 vessels on or around. No, we're not going to do that. Extract ore from Duna and deliver it to Ike. No. No, Darren, it's mine. Members, test an ion engine. Bring Duna stone back. This rover ain't coming back, and there's 3 crew in it, and they're staying on Duna for the rest of forever. Orbital station around Duna. We could do that at some point. I would like to go to Eve as well. We could start constructing an Eve space station. And an orbital station around here. That's not really worth anything. So, none of that. Back to the space plane hangar. Back to the space plane hangar. Thank you. And we'll put our new pilot in there. And now all that remains is for us to construct satellite. Not this one, please. Thank you. Make that nice and slow. Right, so let's just for now do that so that we can, build it off of here vertically. What am I doing? This is another relay satellite. Oh, we have new things. We have new probes. That's interesting. Where's the cost? 1,400. This is the most expensive one, so it's the one I'm going to use. We need electricity. A small one, please. Thank you. We need monopropellant. Thank you very much. We are going to put a satellite on the face of it, because I think that will fit in here better. We can see over here its rating. This is our best one, but I think that's not going to fit, is it? I go like this. Yeah, that's not going to fit. That one's rubbish. That one's rubbish. That one doesn't even do what I want it to. 15G. I think that's probably the best one we can do. And from the looks of it, it's meant to be attached radially. We're going to put it off to the side. You know what? Let's have 2. Why not? I have not shown the battle biplane yet, unfortunately. Well, I'm sure we'll get around to it eventually. Then we also need to add some electrical power gain to it. And we can just add One there. And then one there. I can't bother setting up action groups. Then, is there anything else we might need to add to this little probe? A fission generator. That's actually reasonably sized. But no. Those are large. No. I always forget something and I don't remember it until I've got it in orbit. Well, yes, obviously we need to add RCS thrusters. I don't think we really need any of these. Because I haven't got round to it yet. That's M8. I'd love to put a survey scanner on it, but that's not going to fit. Yeah, I think this is it. Let's just grab these. We'll grab the tiniest ones. Go, and let's pack it away. Oh, look at that, so neat. And then there's definitely, oh, it actually does fit. Excellent. Yeah, save, launch. Time for some lunch. It does have one, but I think it's covered up by the battery. It's on the face of the probe, I think. Right, okay, so I'm going to attempt to fly this using the throttle and joystick, which means we may very well be returning to returning to launch and doing it properly, but I'm going to give it a try because that seems fun. That's brakes, but I have to hold it. It can't be a turbo. Let's throttle up to max. RCS is off, SAS on. Trigger should fire up the engines. Hold the brakes as long as possible. Change the camera mode to chase. I don't need to save. I can just revert to launch if need be. And now we're taking off. I would like to have my fuel readout, please, because I've never used the scimitar engines before, so they might actually be terrible. I may need to put the other ones back on. Right, I would quite like to start taking off about now. Ooh, that was close. Gear is... that button, I figured it out eventually. Oh, let's keep SAS on. Pressing all the buttons to try and figure out what I set it to. Right, and for now we're just going to accelerate along like this. Look at all that thrust. I'm actually going to keep these open because I like to see what the engines are doing. So we've got actually two different types of jet. We've got this one in the middle and then we've got the scimitars on the outside. When we go into space, we'll probably just drop down to just this one on closed cycle mode to save the oxidizer. Actually, we'll check the specific impulse and see which one's higher. Right, we're going to start pulling up now. Oh, okay, that's quite sensitive, that. I barely moved the joystick. I have to be careful, it seems. We also do have parachutes for slowing down because I don't trust myself to land. Some solar panels here and some batteries, air brakes. The drogue parachutes are down there. Right, now we're up at 10,000 meters. I want to slowly pitch forwards, please. Just slowly. Oh, no, that's too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. It's very unhappy. I just realised that this is meant to be a polar orbit. This is not a polar orbit. We're going for an equatorial orbit currently. Not on purpose. We'll just do it again. We'll just have two probes. Nothing wrong with more. Slowly gaining altitude as we slowly lose thrust. Obviously, we lose thrust higher up because there's less air for the jets to breathe. It's a bit warm, isn't it? Ah, unfortunate advert timing. Most unfortunate indeed. When we start to hear the engines cutting down, that's when we'll swap over to closed cycle mode. Also going to pull up now and go pretty steeply. Use that momentum we gain to get up as high as possible. And swap. We are now in closed cycle mode, which means we are using oxidizer at a rapid pace. But maybe it seems I've overpacked on oxidizer. And then we just wait for our apoapsis to get to 70,000. Check on the map screen. We're pushing it out quite nicely. And you have 310, you have 330. So yeah, we'll shut down these outside the scimitars. Just use the mattock once we get here. I accidentally landed on throttle, which then put it back up. It appears we don't actually have enough fuel to do that. Perhaps this is 72, perhaps this is 76. We can do that. Okay. Right, pitch forwards, please. Turn that on. Yeah, I didn't return the throttle back down, which I have now done. Okay, there we go. And then the scimitar shut down and shut down. Oh, we needed to throttle up. Because we obviously lost thrust, so we needed to start burning sooner. Alright, now just use the joystick to keep that in place as much as possible. It's behaving a lot more now we're not in an atmosphere. Alright, and there we go. We should hopefully get somewhere near a stable orbit without running out of fuel. If it comes down to it, and I say I'm about to run out of fuel, I will abort the mission, drop back into the atmosphere using the last of the fuel, and then glide into a landing. In theory. So we should be able to complete this with 100 meters per second of delta V left over at the end. Ooh. Just adjusting. And adjusting the microphone. And here we go. Finally doing a thing. I mean, what would be more sensible here would be to have these scimitars on the outside and then an actual liquid fuel engine here. But the space plane initially was just this, and then I added the side bits on with the rapiers. I can't be bothered to change it. It works. It can get a satellite into orbit. Mostly. Nearly there. Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wasn't expecting the camera to just flip so... Oh. And I wasn't paying attention because I was too busy faffing around the camera. It's okay. We are in our orbit. Do I have enough delta V to... just like that. That's going to take 28. Yeah, we've got plenty. Let's do that. Go. You. And we need to move it like that. And then fire in about 50 seconds, which we're going to fast forward through. 3, 2, 1, fire. And there we go, 110 Apo, 110 Perry. So let's just warp around so that we are on the sunny side up at the moon. The moon? This is no moon, it's a space station. No, it's Kerbin. Right, and we want to point retrograde for now. I also want to turn the lights on. And we can press the number 3. 3? Oh, the 3 is solar panels. I was thinking of number 4. Well, let's rotate. There's the flag. Number 4 opens that up, which then gives us this. And then we can... That's fine. I'm sure that's not a problem. Close that back up. Go to U. Extend. 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 There we go. Can I point at it, please? Thank you. Yeah, there we go. That is our little probe in orbit. Not the orbit we were aiming for, but an orbit nonetheless. And we can sort back to here. And then fire out the engines to bring our periapsis down below 70,000. We'll go for... How much? We got loads. We'll go for there. And then toggle mode, shut down engine. Toggle mode. We want them back on air breathing mode for when we come in. Get it pointing retrograde, and then we're going to fast forward to re-entry, and hopefully we're going to land it. No idea where. I don't plan that far ahead. It is indeed a space plane, Simon. Point back at retrograde. Never mind. Altitude dropping. About to hit the atmosphere now. Let's get it pointing prograde once again. Now, I'm just going to quickly make a quick save on the point of prograde, because I don't know how this re-entry is going to go with the throttle on the joystick, so we shall see. Alright, let's rotate it a smidge. Change the camera mode. There we go. Thank you, thank you. My biggest priority is making aircraft look cool, obviously. That's not quite what I wanted. I don't know what the camera's doing yet. Right, there we go. That's what I wanted. And we're going to speed up time a smidge, as we're in the atmosphere, but not really slowing down all that much. Oh, yes, let's calm down that for some breakaging to help us slow down. Well, welcome back to the stream, Miss Caroline. And welcome to the Discord server, which I saw you joined earlier. I hope you enjoy everything we have to offer. Oh, here we go, we're slowing down. Alright, we are already slowing down, but it's getting quite warm. At this rate, we're still going to leave the atmosphere, but I think, yeah, we're definitely going to slow down enough. Right, the brakes are getting quite warm. We're going to let them heat up a little bit, and then I'm going to put them away. Let them cool down a smidge. We're unfortunately coming down on the dark side of Kerbin. which doesn't make things impossible. It's just a little bit trickier for landing because I obviously can't see the ground as well. Alright, brakes are holding up fine. Exactly, Chris. It's gonna be fine. And let's put those away. And back out. Oh, they keep going up and down. There are lights on it. There are technically some landing lights, yes, but they're not the greatest. Ooh. This is all going absolutely fine. So we're still going very fast and now starting to hit the upper parts of the atmosphere. I want to basically do a bit of a belly flop. Oh, Jesus Christ. SAS was still trying to point prograde and I was trying to drag it off of it. Oh, wait, this isn't the... I was using WSD there. There we go. Belly flopping down to slow down nicely. Excellent. Now we just need to find a suitable landing spot. We can also turn the... That was the wrong button. We turn the engines back on. But throttle down because we don't want to waste the fuel yet. I did just try and deploy the... whatchamacallums by accident, the solar panels. And then they just kind of died immediately. There we go. Yeah, I'm not doing it from in here. That's suicidal. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's really, really unsensitive, and then all of a sudden very sensitive. Jesus. Not still in time, am I? Yeah, it's just got so much control. What's that emoji? What emoji? There was new emoji in chat, wasn't there? Yeah, there you go. You can see our solar panels are all broken. I think this landing's going to go swimmingly. Let's see it possibly going right now. Those are emoji, the ones that I need to replace. / get rid of, because they're bloody awful. Still slowing down nicely. I'm going to bring the landing gear out early because they have lights on them. Which is handy. We also want, yes, distance to terrain. Not anything else. We're going to swoop down. And we'll pull up. This seems like a fine place to land. Yeah, you can see our lights doing their job. It's a very sensitive aircraft. There's a gecko with the sound hat on screen. Normally the weird emojis are someone getting a few members or a YouTube thing, but there wasn't any notification, just a random gecko bouncing around. Well, I mean, it doesn't look for emojis, it looks for words. And, you know, emojis are transformed into words. That's how it gets most emojis. So if somebody obviously said something that it interpreted as a lizard or a gecko. May have been in Simon's message before yours, Darren. One of the words in there. Right, there we go. Take the brakes. Slow down nicely and then just wait. Was it Jink? I don't see anything appearing. I should not be looking at that. We are about to land on a hill. There you go. Didn't even need the chutes. Nice, gentle landing. Now we can recover vessel. I don't understand. Let's be honest, it's not YouTube's fault, this. Not Stream Elements' fault. There you go. We got some stuff and also some things. And she gained some XP. She was still level 1. Which means technically level 2, because I have a thing in the administration building which dictates that all pilots are 1 star above their actual level. So this is the current state of the tech tree. We can go check out our space station. So I think I recently extracted all the science from them. Right, okay. Now, apparently there's a way in here to clear up debris with a single button. I have no idea how. This is our big rover. We're going to check on him first because he's doing science. Just put the whole message in geeky. Oh, Miss Caroline has become a member, I see, but it didn't send the message. You should have a button you can click to send a message into the big green box into chat, Caroline. Either way, it's very appreciated. It's very generous of you. So thank you very much. So yeah, this is our really big rover. It's being pushed along by this stage here. Lots of atomic engines, which are very efficient. And it also had 2 side pods with bonus fuel, which it burned as it was escaping Kerbin. And then we jettisoned them off when we didn't need them anymore. It's a docking port because I sent them up to assemble them afterwards. Maybe it didn't. Did it appear in chat for anyone else? All I can see in the fan funding tab is just the gifted membership from Zahab earlier on. It's interesting. But also, yes, the rover has a science station over here, which currently has 6 science. Excellent. Can we observe local space to get any more? No. Can you log observation data to get any more? No. Well, actually, where did it say we are currently? High over Kerbin. Oh yeah, we've done lots high over Kerbin. Okay. We can remember after that, I see. I think you have to click on the little, you know, money icon at the bottom of chat. But this is YouTube, so I fully expect it to be broken. Two mysteries. Hopefully we'll solve them both. Right, so yeah, I've already extracted, well, I haven't extracted science from there before, but it's only got a tiny amount, so I may as well let it be and carry on gathering science. Back to the tracking station. We also have a moon orbiting station and a moon base. Both of these have to be done regularly because they do not have enough electricity on them to transmit large things. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it in bits, but I keep forgetting to check. Interesting, Caroline. Well, either way, can we have some happy Tobies in the chat for Caroline? Very appreciated of you. Thank you for becoming a member, and make sure to link your YouTube Discord accounts in Discord so you get access to the VIP channel. And obviously you already get access to all the members-only videos that I like to put out. We have 35 whole science. Sure, let's just transmit that. With that antenna here. This is our first surface base we ever did. It's just a very small little moon base with a very small little rover. with this engine plate that I couldn't get rid of. It doesn't matter, Geeky. Don't you worry about it. Thank you for the happy toes. It's very... Oh, okay. I know. Yeah, if Caroline's happy for you two, then absolutely go for it. Did it... What happened? Oh, we ran out of electric charge. Oh dear. Stop research. Warp ahead so that we can gather up all of our electric charge again, because we're obviously low when I tried to transmit it. Well, actually, right-click on you, require complete. And I don't know which way around it is. Transmit science is running out quite rapidly. Actually, oh, we just got it done in time. 35 science has been added. Yes, and I hope you're doing well. And then we'll restart the... It doesn't generate very much, only 0.1 science a day, because I barely put any data into it. Because we didn't really gather any. There's nothing here for us to add. Oops. Hanford Kerman has been here for a very long time. Oh, it's currently 5 years and 330 days. Bless him. Did I really not bring any other science? Oh no, there's some. Low temperature add. Why have I not already done these? Probably because they were covered up. Those are batteries. That's barometer, log pressure data. Log pressure data. Okay. That should have been done ages ago. And also clean experiments. It now makes 0.7 science a day, which is a significant improvement. No, Henford is his name. Henford Kerman. A little lad down here. Right, so we can actually just go straight to the map and click on our Moon Science Station, which is doing a bit better. This is our second thing we built up. Yes, here we go. It's got a little lander on it, which I haven't used, because why would I? And a crew hatch over here. Not a crew hatch, a science lab, which produces 0.4 science a day. Currently has 170. But it is basically out of electricity, so we're going to stop research. That's the wrong button, but we'll let that do it anyway. Time warp around to where it can see the sun. Don't worry, they don't get sick or anything, I promise. Sun's just over here. There it is. Regenerating lots of... Jesus Christ. Don't hover over the monopropellant tanker because it shows every single one. And this is before I got proper monopropellant tanks. I had to carry it all in things like this. Which was quite horrible. Okay, right. Right, there you go. Now it's basically at full electricity. Transmit science. There we go. I think that now means that it does allow partial transmissions now. I think. Seems the wrong way around to me, but what do I know? But we have enough electricity to transmit all the data anyway. Start research. And William, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing excellently. We are kind of in between missions right now, just going through all of my science stations and gathering the science from them. We've only got one left, and it is our Minmus base. And I think what I'll do is then warp to the next... I'm going to turn those off. Warp to the next maneuver for whatever that is for. Minmus refueler base. It's meant just for refueling, but it has science on it too, and it produces more than all the previous because it's right next to a biome change, which means it's able to get lots more science. Really should be doing this after the warp, but it doesn't matter. So here we go. Here's our refueling base. Where's the other rover? It's over there. For some reason our other rover's gone over there. We have a rover over there, we have a rover here. They can connect via that little port here. These are lots of tanks all full of liquid fuel. This is a tanker full of ore, which is being mined by these drills over here. And then the drills are, sorry, the refineries are turning said ore into liquid fuel. So what I can do in the future is basically landcraft here, refuel them, and then set off again, because it's very easy to land and set off from Mimbus because it's got such low gravity. So it's all going well. But the processing lab, wow, we have actually maxed out our science here. I need to go through you. I think that's all of them. And now we are going to keep that, and we're going to transmit science, which will allow us to get another node. I'm going to let you lot pick which node we unlock. But it's fine. We produce so much electricity here, it's no bother. Just gonna wait for that. No, you can't see it. I'm pointing to a thing up there. It's a percentage bar. But there you go. There's a nice shot of the sun and Kerbin. Might be the moon. No, I'm pretty sure that's Kerbin. 40% done. Science indeed. Some of you may be aware that Kerbal Space Program 2 finally got a decent update the other day. It actually looks quite good. When the game launched, it was quite, admittedly, awful. But they've been updating it for almost a year now, and it almost looks like a game I would want to play. So, you know, another major update or two, and you might see it on the stream. Space is very cool indeed. 75%. And yeah, we've got loads of docking ports all around this thing, so that we can have craft coming here to refuel. Maybe I've done it, but I'd rather overdo it than underdo it. You can see on all of these, they have little probes in the top, because obviously these were all flown up a section at a time, and I had to be able to fly them manually. And it's done. 498 science has been added. So what I would have is I'd have a rocket attached on either end of each module pointing up. I actually had two on each end. So then I could lower it down gently onto its landing legs, at which point, you know, it would be like, I don't know, over there or something. I just kind of shuffle it towards the docking ports with RCS. It's good. We have a space tattoo. That's very excellent. We do love those here. In its own time, it'll load eventually. Research and development, we have 716 science. And each of these ones we are yet to unlock cost 550. So, this is up to you lot, chat. We can unlock some fission reactors. I'd like to say that this part by itself costs almost half the amount of money I have total, so we're probably not going to be using it. We can get nuclear fuel drums, which just allow us to bring nuclear fuel with us. We can get nano lathing, which allows us to get some structural pieces. How exciting. Isn't that just thrilling? Experimental aerodynamics. A cap thing. Some longs. These are special shapes and sizes. And there's a nose cargo bay. Those are always fun. Big delta wing. Lots of stuff. We can also get specialized flight system, which gives us more VTOL stuff, but we've already got more than enough VTOL stuff. I have a functioning VTOL plane if you'd like to see. We can get specialized command modules, which gets us that and that. Ion propulsion should be really quite good, which gives us ion engines, which are the most efficient way of getting around the vacuum of space. We can have advanced unmanned tech and get an even better drone, which would be quite helpful. And some other stuff to do with it. Automation, where you can get mechanical jet pod, which just flies ships for us. Some better communication stuff, some aerodynamic stuff. And I don't understand what these buses are for the drones. I just kind of ignore them because they scare me. And a slightly better relay antenna. Specialized electrics, which gives us some bigger batteries. And a monopropellant APU. After playing with a children's pinwheel toy and asking themselves, how could it become more awesome? One engineer tried pointing a small rocket engine at it. The engineering team immediately got it working to generate electricity. This converts monopropellant by using monopropellant to spin a wheel to turn it into electricity, which is quite funny. There's that advanced solar technology, which is just some bigger solar panels. Advanced heat management, which are some big radiators, which I'll need at some point, but I don't think I need them yet. And then short-term habitation. We can get a centrifuge, which we can put on a space station to make it look really cool. I don't think it really does anything outside of that, but it will look cool. I definitely want to build one of those. I say ion engine, then nano, then self-flying. I would agree. I think ion propulsion is the way to go from here. Does anybody have any disagreements with that? What's this? Heavy command centers. Yeah, interesting. Obviously, I'm nowhere near these. Specialized plasma propulsion. Sorry, that actually, plasma propulsion is obviously modded in. It's even more efficient than ion propulsion. Okie dokie, we are getting ion propulsion. Here we go. But right now, I need to go to the loo, so I'm going to be right back. And I'm back. I was actually going to continue talking when I changed scene there, but I forgot that that scene doesn't actually have a mic input, so I thought I may as well just go. Hello, welcome. Popped in to say good luck on the travels and happy holidays, everyone. Bye. Yes, it was lovely to have you here. I hope you have a good holiday season as well. Right, what I would like to do is I would like to build an aeroplane. First, I'm going to show you an aeroplane that I already built because Artie wanted me to show it. Doesn't work. Well, it works. It's a variant of a craft you've already seen. It's just a bit silly. And then I want to build a very specific type of airplane. I don't think it's ever going to be useful, but I want to build one anyway. It was this one. Load. Yes, so the biplane I built, I may have somewhat weaponized it. That pretty much sums it up. Yeah, basically the plan was that you release these from the decouplers up here at the same time that you fire these. And you fire at things and yeah, it's for fighting. but all that happened is it just made it uncontrollable. Anyway, there is a type of aircraft that I would like to construct. I want to see if anybody can guess what it is as I'm building it. Now, this may take a while, but if anybody can guess it before it's obvious, they can get the gold star roll in the Discord server. I just need to actually... I need to remember what they're called myself so that I can actually, you know, say when somebody's got it right. But I'm trying to remember, and I can't try and describe it because that gives it away from you. It is an aircraft. It doesn't go into space. It's not a spy plane. Ah, what's that bloody word called? I guess they just called this. Never mind. I thought they had a proper name. Well, they do have a relatively proper name, but you at least let me start building it before you start guessing, you lot. SMH. We are going to be using that. And then I need to build this out. Yes, okay. So we're going to go by Mark II. And do we want an intake? An intake which will be somewhere. It's a bit over the top, that one. Maybe our only real good option. Okay, we'll go with this one. A slow seaplane. It's not a biplane. It's not a... I mean, it may be some of those things, but that's not what it is. Does that make sense? Oh, that's the one I wanted. No, that's massive. Okay, now... I believe some of them were used as fighter planes in the past. At a time. We are going to have that, but not for a while. It usually takes me so long to get through this stuff, chat. You wouldn't believe it. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just kind of scrolling aimlessly, hoping that I'll get some inspiration. No, I want fuel. Give me some fuel, please. Liquid fuel. There we go. And then let's just have something else in that gap. We'll have a crew cabin here. Why not? Just to make it a bit longer, but we shouldn't need any more fuel than that. Do you mind? Thank you very much. I don't think so, Darren. I don't know what the spruce goose is. It's not a flying wing, no. It will all become very obvious at some point. What does that convert it to? That doesn't tell me. Brilliant. Although it's like 1.25 to me. Good, it is. Right, let's have your hydrogen. I'd say the Rapier might just be a good choice here. We're going to go with a Rapier engine. It will have 2 of these. At some point. I have no idea what the best way to construct this is, because it doesn't really lend itself to the way that this game handles building things. Okay, I have a plan. Bear with, this is going to look daft. Nice big one. Not swept. Wrong one. Line it up. There we go. Right, now... I'm going to put... Oh, can I not put that on there? I probably need a structural piece. Yeah, that'll do. Right, now on there, put... Oh, come on, rotate it. Thank you. Put that. It's not an Osprey, no. This is not going to have any VTOL capabilities. I now want to reroute that to be the root part. God, this is bloody difficult. Right, pick you up. No, that's not quite what I wanted, actually. I swear to God, this... Oh, for God's sake. You know what? That'll do. I have made that a bit wide, but I'm going to roll with it. Right, so if I now try and add... Okay, no, that's way too big. You, grab you, delete you, put you... Actually like that, okay. Now we want to grab another one of those. That's the wrong one. Every time I always grab the wrong bloody one. Yes, now you see the symmetry is working. And then what we'll do at the end is make this one the root part, get rid of those two pieces and close in the gap. In theory. It's a big theory. Right, and then we want some a U. Just on there like that. Thank you very much. It's definitely too far forwards. Why are you not showing me? No, that is the century left. I'm just being daft. Oh, for God's sake. Excuse me. I'd like to attach this piece, please. Mind. I guess that's as far back as it's going. Hopefully it's far back enough. Like the lightning. I'll take your word for it. I don't know what that is. I'm not a smart person. You must remember this. I'm not following any particular design, by the way. I'm more just doing what I feel like. Too big. I need to sort this by size again. Teeny tiny little square one, please. Square, that's rectangle. Square. Okay, I guess we're using this one then. Okay, good. Can't be seen from underneath. Now we are going to grab... That's what I wanted. Ignore me being stupid. Okay. We're getting there. We're making progress. Don't worry, that's not staying like that. And then that goes there. And then we'll have another one in the middle. It will definitely be attached, I promise. Oops. Yeah, that's in the middle. And then auto strut and auto strut. That should stay roughly in the same place. Apparently the center of lift is all the way down there. Why do we not have a center of thrust that's proper, huh? Oh, now we do. Okay, okay, we're making progress. Actually, you know what I am going to do? Oh, that's annoying. Forgot it would do that. No, why did you move? There we go. Right, like that. Just a little bit of overhang. Nothing wrong with that. Yes. Yes, dual fuselage. I thought there was a proper name for this style of aircraft. It was a World War II American fighter, both question marks, multi-fuselage aircraft. I'm guessing it was one of the first images that gets pulled up. I didn't look at images. I probably should have looked at images, thinking about it. Also, they're going to be brought in, so are these, so I'll have to readjust them later. We need control surfaces. 11. 11-1. Small. 11-2. Also small. 11-3. Also small. 11-5. Small but wonky. Big 11. Okay, that's too big. That's too small. I want to use one of these then. Why are you complaining? That's not quite the way around I wanted that. There we go. I used to know all this a lot as a child. Locations of ground a bit. That's unfortunate. But I'll happily take your word for it. There we go. Shuffle them over a smidge. There we go. That's nice looking. Oh, and then we'll have some up here too. One more set. Okay, no symmetry for me there, please, because it doesn't understand what I want. Okay. We need some landing gear. That might help. So we go to ground. And then we'll just have some medium. Yeah. And we have some more mediums up at the back. Why are they flipped? Don't do that, please. Thank you. I think I probably do need something else, but I'm not thinking about it right now, so it's not my problem. Right, you are now the root part. Now I just have to flap. We need to take you off, and then reattach. Without symmetry, preferably. I just need to scoot that up a little bit. Send it one chunk that way, and then one chunk that way. Okay, now we're going to have some overlap, it seems. Seems good enough to me. We could bring that in a smidge. And it all looks fine, and nothing can possibly go wrong. Right, now I'm just going to auto-strut everything the heck up. Because I don't want... I should have auto-strutted before separating the two halves. Not really done that one. Auto-strut, 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 auto-strut. Auto-strutted already, auto-strutted, okay. Oh, actually, that's really good. That's not really what I wanted, I'm gonna be honest. It's alright, I can sort it out here. Oh damn, no, that needs to go like wham all the way forwards. Little forwards, thank you. Okay. This is important to our stuff going into space, by the way. Okay, that might be a little bit too much lift at the back. But we're going to give it a... Oh, right, of course, I can't edit the thing whilst I'm on that. Oh, that's the microphone I've just punched. Cabins to... No, it's not electric powered, it's jet powered. There you go. Because it's got two... They're not cabins. What? Oh, is it just not put... There you go. Look, there's so much. We're going to have so many Kerbals in this. What I've also could have done there was just move the mass forwards by changing that. Yeah, we can try and move the mass forwards. It should be fine. Do you lot think this is going to work? I remain hopeful. I'm uncertain. Time shall tell. I probably should have raised the rear landing legs a smidge, but that's fine. Swap to sunrise. Darren is holding out more hope than I have. Right, okay. Brakes on, SS on. Boot up the engines. Those brakes didn't hold out for long. Because I usually have these ones set to... No. Thank you. Oh, why are they so wobbly? I may have to do a manual strut. It's not connected. Oh god. If you look out the window of your aeroplane and you see this happening, please do let the flight attendants know immediately. So rapiers were way too fast for this. What was I thinking? This is a low-speed craft. That's horrible. Right, revert flight to space plane. Hangar. Just figured out what friends... Oh, you just figured out a car's... I can speak English, I promise. You just figured out what car a friend of yours has because of the AC vent wheel. That's quite impressive, that. Yeah, no, I didn't think it would like that. What? That has just disappeared. Can I place it on the wing, perhaps? Does that count as connected? Because that works, and that works. We also needed to move you up a smidge. We also want to set the rear brakes to 200%. And disable steering, actually. We are then replacing these rapiers because they're way too powerful. And putting some propellers on it. Actually, that could work. What do you think, chat? Huge propellers? I wonder if I can find a slightly smaller set of propellers. I'm always up for a good bit of propeller-powered aircraft. Are those really the smallest set of propellers I can get for that size? Jesus Christ. No, they're not. It's gonna be fine. We'll need to... reverse thrust. Reverse thrust. That's a very cool animation there. Right, and I want literally every part to have auto strut enabled. Okay, maybe aside from the other ones. And the wheels. Okay, right. Now it's going to go perfectly. Good. I'm glad you're happy about it. Matt, they're not going to hit the ground. It's going to be fine. Is it? Oh, it's fine. Let's go back to daytime. No. Yes. Ah, you see, what I did there... what I did there was I took off one of the rapiers, but I left the other one. Amazing. There's still the plans for the American military's new cargo plane, the DARPA Liberty Lift. I'll have to look at that afterwards. That is a shame. But oh Jesus Christ, this is actually quite difficult to fly for some reason. Oh, that is I've been there, Caroline. I've been there. But I imagine it's worth it to be able to be transitioning. So I don't want to speak for you, but it would be safe to imagine so. Imagine if it wasn't worth it, you wouldn't be doing it. Right. Shall we? There we go. Much better. I think that's all I needed to do. Good. Because there was an engine in front of it. It was actually something to alright. Indeed it was. Yeah, it's always going to have those weird byproducts for those kind of things. I'm sure I'll find out eventually when I eventually get to start HLT. I will find all sorts of weirdness. Right, again, walked in here. Turn the brakes. On. Max throttle. Hit that. RCS on. Nice and calm. Why are we still... I don't understand. They're both on 200% brakes? Is that one producing more thrust? No? Well, there you go. That's excellent, Caroline. Oh, Jesus Christ. This... It's difficult to fly this. Well, that's very appreciated, Caroline. Very appreciated indeed. I figured it out. I did literally nothing different. Are they coming out? That's not good. No. It makes me super qualified for piloting because of how piloting I'm being. How very close to that. There you go. It's a twin fuselage aircraft. And what I can do in the future is... All I could do is change this front connector here to go a bit more up and over, similar to the back one. Then we can attach it to coupler to the underside of it, and then use this to carry like a rocket high up into orbit. Not into orbit, sorry. High up into the atmosphere so that it needs less rocket fuel to get into orbit. That is very sad, Caroline. Very sad indeed. I always get nervous when Robot starts talking in the Discord server. Well, I should be doing this with this stuff, with the throttle and the I only have it currently connected to my desk. Well, A, because the mounts recently arrived and they're excellent. And B, because I've been using it to play Elite Dangerous in VR. He didn't like that. Doesn't like this at all. We're now literally falling downwards. Okay, I think this might need a little bit of a redesign. Just a smidgeroo. I am also going to just quickly jump out of space and hang out warp to sunrise here. I'm going to put the... And then probably after that we'll warp ahead, do a maneuver or two, and then we're going to have to call it there because I'm getting quite tired. Definitely going to be on the shorter side of streams today, I'm afraid. It's alright, because we should have another one on Saturday and another one on Sunday before Christmas. Power washing on Saturday, hopefully, and Lego on Sunday evening. It should all be fantastic. Well, I guess we're losing the landing gear on the front. Not quite what I was asking for, actually. Thank you. Also, not quite what I was asking for. Go. Now they're both lined up. Excellent. We want to take these off of reverse thrust, funnily enough. Let's have a look at... Jesus Christ, that's so far back. No, wait, we want... No, I was thinking I could... If I do that, it's going to push it A, that way, but B, forwards. There's a thing I can add, but I don't think it's going to do much. Yeah, that made the difference of square root of bugger all. Let me get rid of some of these. That does a smidge. We only need 2 of those at the back. Are these really producing that much lift? Oh, they also weren't coming out. That's just how they're currently positioned. Same with that side. Making sure to leave clipping on so that... I suppose it does have a lot. Okay. Change of plans. These sections are going a bye-bye. No, what I did there was I moved the central lift backwards. That is the opposite what I wanted to do. Yeah, Geeky, I've said like 20 times now that we're getting a LEGO stream on Sunday evening for Christmas Eve. I'm just going to say this is actually meant for carrying stuff under here. Oh, right, that's right. Somebody shorted your name and you went, which was fair enough. I do enjoy seeing everybody's Steam year in review recaps, which have just started, I think yesterday or today. So far, nobody has managed more sessions than me. Well, actually, I think Scotty just beat me. Yeah, Scotty just beat me. In the last year, I played 1,338 sessions of video games through Steam, which is 105 games, 59 being new games that I've never played before. Scotty did a tiny bit more than that, 1,359, so that's like 20 sessions more. But she had less than a quarter of the number of games I played. Brakes on. Fire these up. I think this is going to go excellently. I did better than last year. That's all that matters to me. And by better, I mean I played more games. These don't have gimbal, do they? They do have gimbal. That's strange. Well, they should be able to take off at such a low speed. Okay, no, it actually prefers significantly higher speed. I suppose because, yeah, the center would look so far back. I know how to fix that. See, now the center would be so far back is helping. Ta-da! That is true. For me, playing video games is work for me. But shush, that's besides the point. Let's have a look inside. Oh, look at her. She's having a wonderful time. Oh, Tara, they've done it for 2 years now, I think. Exactly, yeah. Just put the cockpit around and it's absolutely fine. And I've never cared for much of, like, the equivalent to that... you know, like... fucking Spotify and other social media apps that do it. I've never cared for those, but I've always enjoyed Steam's one. Exactly, Tara. It's completely intentional. I'm going to attempt to land over there. Apparently I have a biplane over there still. Sorry, that was... Oh, I don't actually have any yaw on this, I just noticed. Exactly. It gives you a bit more detailed information than that. Beam was my most played game of the year, though. Ooh. What I find quite interesting that 50% of the games I played this year were on keyboard and mouse. 55%, and then 38% were on controller. So there's just a 7% there that I guess doesn't matter. I was pressing the wrong one because I'm upside down. Also, SES turned itself off. I played 17% of my year was on Beam. That doesn't include multiplayer, so it's probably more than that. 7% was on Civ 6, which surprised me. No, don't worry about it, Charlie, don't worry. I only recently started playing Civ 6 properly and it's shot up. Elden Ring was in third at 7%. Octopath Traveler 2, my favourite game of the year, 6%. That was just a playthrough. And then Baldur's Gate 3 was at 4%. There were lots of others. 105 games I played this year and like 757 achievements this year alone, which is honestly quite astounding. Honestly, yeah, I'm just going to put some wings on the ceiling and then I can land upside down. I don't have any air brakes in this. Let's turn that off because it distracts him. Because it's distracting. Good English brain. Well done, me. Oh, no, keep pulling up. Come on. I know you don't like it. Oh dear. It's fine. Look, each section, what it does is it lands separately. There you go, see? That's the whole point. No, Matt, I don't think Steam knows whether I'm using wheel or not. I think the remaining 7% is VR. Which is a lot of VR when you think about it, considering that I only got that in August. And I've been playing a lot of it since. Look, it's even nicely mirrored. The same bits broke off of each. I think that went quite well. There is indeed just a biplane parked over there. Good, right. Revert flight to base by hangar. I'm never flying this thing again. I am going to do a little bit with the giant rover. And then that's probably going to be it for today's stream. But it might take a while, so we'll see how it does. The beam thing is probably what mine would be, by the way. The ongoing Microsoft account problem has kind of got in the way of very much of it. Well, that's a shame. I did name it. It was a cockpit to jet boogler. I can't remember. Exactly. Any landing you can walk away from is a successful one. Right, if you lot can find a good name for that, then I'll go back and rename it. But for now, well, actually, we're not going to this, are we? We need to go to, come on, give me the alarm clock, warp to the next one, which is the one we fired today. It can be, Tari. Absolutely can be. Twin fuselage, that's what it's, that's the professional name, but come on, we're not professional here. Just waiting for this to tick down. We might as well do all three of these and then call it. Exactly, Tari. They did survive, so therefore it was a good landing. And nobody legally is allowed to complain. 2 hours, 1 hour, an hour and a half, 50 minutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Jump to vessel. And through all that, we have gained loads of science from our other stations. Because it just needs time to go through all its data. So I'm pretty sure this is the one we launched earlier. It is indeed. Let's point it over at retrograde. Okay. And then fast forward to get through these bits. And fire. Our singular nerve atomic motor, which is now... Let's zoom out a bit. Come on. It's going to take a while because the nerve engine has literally 0 thrust. So how much is it actually making? 60 kilonewtons. I could do that. No, I couldn't do that. Automatic switching. Oh, that's between fuel modes. Yes, you can either use liquid fuel, which is what I'm doing here, or you can use hydrogen fuel, where it has a bit more thrust and a lot more delta V. But My hydrogen tanks keep draining over long distances, so can't really use that one. And once we've done that, actually, you know what? Bam, 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 bam. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everything is fine. We just knocked it slightly. I just don't want to break the solar panel. We'll leave that small friend spinning in space for the rest of forever. And we only have 2 left. That sounds like it sucks. I hope you managed to sort it out, Tari. I have no idea, Tari. I have no idea. What is this? Near Future Systems Manager. Not my problem. I always forget to look through all these. That's Flight Engineer, which is what I'm using up there. I can turn on like HUD sections and such. Oh, persistent rotate. I can get rid of that. It's a thing down in the bottom left that I didn't know I can get rid of. That's waterfall. Oh, that gets nice fancy things, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't see the difference between the two. Flight operations, that's click through. This is Kurz. Unload a terminal. Vessel with docking cam and range. Yeah. No idea what that is. That's EVA enhancement. No, that bit is just one of the many relays that I'm chucking about the solar system so that I can remain in contact with probes that I may send out in the future. Oh, I may as well just open these up now. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Oh, I think that's for docking. That's neat. I'll have to use that in the future. Oh, that's like superior time warp. Neat. Yeah. Sure, I'm just going to say yes to everybody and then move on. Because I'm tired. Nearly completed our manoeuvre. Ever so nearly. These nerve engines do get online. But the thing is, all 3 maneuvers we have to do here today are all using nerves. So if you've got any burning questions, now's the time to ask them. Google says 50 kilonewtons at 20 meters per second, too technical for me. Just need to work out horsepower. That you do understand, yes. And there we go, that'll do. And we'll fire that off and that one can go do other stuff. Next, alarm clock. 245 days, Jesus Christ. We're doing this. Oh, our small friend has already disappeared. We are rotating around the sun. Another 200 days. Ugh. I want some chocolate. That's what I've decided. When this stream's over, I'm going to raid the kitchen for all the chocolate I can find. 150 days left on the warp. One 100 days left on the warp. I'll take your word for it, Tari. And Darren and Google and Caroline. 50 days. $20 days. 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 2 days. 1 day. 0 days. And alarm clock goes 3, 2, 1 now. No, it's slow down. 3, 2, 1. Now. Now? Like, thank you. There we go. Jump to vessel. Tell it to close. Excellent. We are already here on our maneuver node. So this is the old one, which I mentioned, which is using older technology. We don't even have to detach it. We're just burning for 30 seconds and then letting it rest. It means I'm going to trust you and you can't stop me. Okay. Fire. So what we're doing is, let's again zoom out. There you go. We are orbiting up near Duna. And we are bringing it in for some reason. I don't know, I set this ages ago. There you can see we've got a nice spread of satellites all about the place. So that we can always have access to our Space Center News probes from further away. That's that one done. And finally, 1 year and 104 days. What next? You've tricked another. Oh no, indeed. And here you can see the ever so slow cosmic ballet that is this. I don't know why they're not connecting to each other. I thought they would connect to each other and the Space Center. That's none. That's just whatever you're connected to on the current ship you're on. That is the full path, what you're connected to, but we're going straight to the KSC, so it's fine. That is all the links your vessel has with your direct... No, this is all the links your vessel has. And it's only connecting to that, and then that's just all of them. Like, if I pilot a craft nearby this, I'll be able to connect to this, right? Thing. Oh, we've got half a year left. Yeah, those three over there are connected. I guess that just is a lot shorter range. Yeah, that's what we'll be swapping to, so I want to be fair, we don't need this rover to have a connection, because it's got 3 Kerbals in it. Pilot, scientist, and an engineer. Yeah, I know it's showing more like the spider web I'd been expecting. How long left? 100 days. Exactly, Tara, exactly. That's all you need to know if you're an engineer. See, what happened with my Duna rover is I set an alarm in-game for a Kerbal into Duna transfer window. Alarm went off. I was like, okay, it's time to set off. Set off. It got to escape velocity. And only at that point did I realise that the alarm had gone off like 2 months early. So I'm way ahead of Duna. Delete and close. What maneuver do I actually have set up here? Because I should be pushing it outside of Duna. No. I need to push it outside of Duna's thing so that I can slow down so that Duna can catch up, basically. Oh, which I should have been doing ages ago. Right, we need to turn our CS thrusters on for this. Because he's a chunky boy. And then we're going to start firing now. So yeah, this one does have nerves, but it at least has 5 of them, so it has 5 times the thrust. But it also has much more than 5 times the weight, which I'm going to ignore. Turn the propeller off now. That should be fine on reaction wheels alone. good. Whilst we're here, we can check on the science lab, which has accumulated 865. Let's transmit. Our antennas are back here. Let's do that and do that. We should have enough electricity. We have plenty, and we're making some as we're going. Transmit science. It's going in the top left very slowly. Want to make sure that doesn't run out, but it looks like we are holding nice and steady. Exactly, Mikey, exactly. So yeah, what we're doing here is, as you can see, we're in line with Duna at the moment. That is okay, for a second there I thought that was firing retrograde. It's going up? Yes, it is, just very slightly. Yeah, we're in line with Duna at the moment, but Duna is behind us, so we need to push our orbit out past Duna's, which is the yellow line around here, so that Duna can catch up to us, and then we can go back in line with Duna and have a good encounter. And it's a long old, but 10 minutes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can I just leave this burning and then come back to it later? So this is my big Duna rover. It's got nice RCS things down the side. It's got remote telescopes. Let's see. Can it see anything? Space over the sun. Yes, let's do some science. And you can log it all. Click on the wrong one. Yeah, conduct materials. Right, atmosphere. Yeah, of course that's not going to work. Gravity. That works, really? You're letting me log gravitational data. There you go. Now we've got a lot more data in here. Not quite as much as I'd hoped, because I've been obviously using it. I forgot to attach parachutes to this thing, so I sent up another rocket to come near it, and then the engineer attached a bunch of parachutes. We've got 3 little diddy ones and 1 big one, and hopefully that'll be enough. Otherwise I'm going to have trouble. I also attached some lights to it, which I attached the wrong way, and a ladder, which was initially the wrong way, but I think I fixed that. But it's at a wog, because I did all of these in orbit. So yeah, and it was Shirley Kerman who did an interesting job. What we can do is we can clean experiments so that can be run again. And it's got arms over here at the front that it can use. It's got a bunch of landing legs as well for when I want to stop moving. Pretty cool. And then also back here, it's got a little surprise in here. If I aim camera at that. Look at this. Oh, it can't do that whilst deployed, or stowed rather. This is a tiny little rover. So this back ramp lowers down. This piston then extends to bring it down to the floor. The node here then disconnects. It drops like 10 centimeters onto the ground. It's got a probe body, but also has a seat for a Kerbal, and it can go do little additional science checks on things, and then it will return to the rover later. And inside here we have lots of electricity, and it does something else. Monopropellant it carries, which is handy. And obviously over here for these I've had to run fuel lines so that it can get access to the monopropellant. And same over here for these poodles to get... Sorry, these are bobcats, not poodles. For these bobcats to get liquid. Just put the brakes on because these are spinning. Don't say it like that, Matt. SMH. Let's reset camera, thank you very much. And yeah, all this up here is just the attachment mechanism. Technically that's not attached, but it's on a decoupler so that it can be chucked out. And then on here we've got a big docking port where this big booster was attached, because obviously it was done in separate launches. And yeah, hopefully it's enough. There is a Ah, there it is. That's what we use to fly it up. Radial controller panel. And it does have some reaction wheels, which is handy. And its own monopropellant. If I was smart, what I would do is drain all the monopropellant from... You know what, I should probably do that whilst I'm here. Because we want the monopropellant to be in here, let's be honest. This is stellar camera work from me here. Just draining the monopropellant to be in the rover itself. In, please. It doesn't wanna. Yeah, monopropellant. Never mind, it's given up. What about over on this side? That one works, okay. Fair enough. The Kerbals are in the science lab. 2 of them are in the science lab. 1 of them's in the piloting area. That is unfortunate, Mikey. ASMR? No, it's not. I would never stoop so low. That one just doesn't like draining. I can drain from here, though, so we're doing that. A few more ways to run out. There we go. And there we go. Now these monopropellants over here are nice and full, and I put priority on that one to be drained first. Excellent. If you're using the wrong tool, just simply hit it harder. I was about to look for Duna, but no, we're so far away from Duna, we'd never be able to see. Still accelerating ever so slowly. They're efficient, but God, they're terrible sometimes. There are 2 items. The Samsung tablet that I regretted putting on since the day I put it on. And yeah, 16 terabyte hard drive. You can get much more than 16 terabytes. That's just my nows because I'm running out of storage space again. I think I'm at least on the nows itself, I'm at 14.5 terabytes out of 16. So I'm going for another 16, hopefully at some point soon before it runs out. Total storage at about like 24 terabytes now. Well, I'm not complaining, so... Alright, we've nearly completed our burn here. To be honest, we could leave it here because we're outside of Duna's range, but it would take forever for Duna to catch up at this point. So we're just going to go a little bit further. Probably until we've got about 50 meters per second left to go. Oh, you know what, I'm just going to call it now. It'll do. It'll do. Right. And then from our closest point, we're now going to rein it back in. Okay, right, and then we add an orbit. We take away an orbit. And there we go. That is close enough that we can force an encounter. So we will now create an alarm for that maneuver. Rover, Duna. It's not an encounter. Closer. It's that. And it's in 4 years. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a rip. We are gonna head back to the tracking station. We're gonna head to the Minima space station, grab the science from that, and then spend it. And then that's going to be it. That mission has been going for, I think, 3 years at this point. Because it started when I put the first piece of it in orbit. Then slowly over months, in-game months, assembled bits and bobs more in orbit, and then finally set off to Duna. Minimus refuel base. I'm not going to bother with those ones because I won't have any science worth doing. I'll do them later on. Yeah, science! Exactly, it's amazing. And after we've done this, I am going to have a nap. By have a nap, I mean eat some chocolate, watch some YouTube, and then go play more Elite Dangerous VR. It's a good plan, I think. Right. You lot. Ah, yes, nice and full. Transmit science. Right. We currently have lots of power stored up, but we are draining at a significant rate. We've done 10%, and it's used 500, so we should have just enough. Just going to speed it up a little bit. 50%. Yeah, we've got plenty enough electricity on board. Okay. Escape. Space Center. And let's see what exciting science stuff we can select spontaneously is the word I was going for there. I ran out of S's. Right, here we are. Sorry, I said that too soon. Here we are. Research and development. We have 1,500 science. So we can nearly get one of these and one of these. I'm going to get for one of these big ones. We can get high efficiency nuclear propulsion, the Poseidon trimodal atomic rocket motor, the atomic aerospike rocket, and the air-breathing nuclear engine. Those all sound terrifying. Experimental rocketry. We can get some very large rockets. We can get specialized fuel storage, which is specialized fuel storage. Orbital assembly. I struggle with that enough. I don't want to even consider doing anymore. We could also actually do this. Experimental aircraft engines and use all of our science. The Hyperblast scramjet engine, that's Mark II shroud. The Broadsword engine and the Cutlass engine. These all sound wonderful. They're jets that can also be used in closed cycle mode. What do you think, chat? Or we can do experimental science and get these. Advanced ion propulsion, go straight towards even better ones. Advanced logistics. Wow. No thanks. Yeah, okay, good, good. I'm glad we're agreed. Now I have big engines. I'm sure I'm going to make something amazing using these, and I'll show you all on the next stream. But the next Kerbal Space Program stream isn't going to be until next year. Sorry, big stretch. Let me just check my schedule so I can keep it all updated. So far, the current plan is on Saturday, I will be playing the Christmas DLC of Power Washing Simulator with Joe. It'll be very chill time in the evening again. On Sunday evening, which is Christmas Eve, I'll be doing Lego, which will be Tales of the Space Age. Lego set, we'll be doing the entire Lego set on stream. And then for the entire next week, there'll be no streams until either January 2nd or January 3rd. Well, I will be back with a GeoGuessr stream just to get the year started. And then it'll be a Friday Lego, Saturday Kerbal Space Program, and then it'll be back to the regularly scheduled Monday, Friday, Saturdays. Okay. So, that's it for today's stream. I hope you have all enjoyed. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for donations and memberships tonight. You're very appreciated. And I hope to see you all on Saturday evening. Ta-ra. Oh, bloody door, right at the bloody end.
Merry Christmas, ya filthy animal. That should be 1/8 of the remaining, probably. Also, where the hell are my slippers? Tilda sent via throne.com.
I took them. They're mine. Thank you very much for the donations. Very appreciated. Right at the end. Thank you very much, Dari, and I shall see you all next time. Ta-ra.